You guys, we really have to test the spirit when we're interacting and we're talking to other spirits. Okay? There's a lot of people that are lost, that is being possessed, that is being hijacked by other spirits. Okay? These are fallen angels, reptiles, spirits that has been on this earth for a long time, and they have survived by hijacking other spirits. Okay? People that still need healing, who have went through traumatic events, that have opened themselves up to other spirits, whether it was intentional or unintentional. Okay? These are people that have let darkness in their heart. Whatever they went through, it was hard for them, whereas that they were hurt so bad that they opened up themselves up to spirits. Okay? They opened themselves up to darkness. And when they did that, they allowed a dark spirit to attach themselves to them. So I got this download from, like, to recall the movie The Matrix. Okay? In the part where, Neo is running from the agents. Okay? And he is plugged in to the Matrix, right? And as he's running from these agents are tapping in, taking over different bodies. That is exactly how these dark spirits hijack different bodies. Okay? These are people that have not been connected. They haven't connected to God's conscience yet. These are people that still have healing to do. They haven't evolved. And this is why it's important to heal. The whole start of this journey of life is to heal. Because when you don't heal, you are opening, you are like, you can be used, whether you know it or not. You can be used, just like that scene in the movie. I keep getting that scene where it's that people being hijacked, these agents chasing Neo down, chasing the one down. Okay? These people will seek and destroy anybody to get what they want, to get the person that they want, to fulfill their objective. Okay? These are lost souls. Okay? I keep getting this movie to give you guys, I guess, a visual of how this all connect, because there is people out here that is possessed. They are possessed by other spirits. They are not their authentic selves. They are being hijacked by another spirit. They are being on autopilot. They are being hijacked by another spirit. Their body is being used by another spirit to fulfill their objective. So this body, there's people that are, their body is being used by a dark entity, okay, to fulfill whatever objective that they're trying to fulfill, okay? You have to use discernment. You have to use your mind's eye. You have to be slow to speak when you're encountering different spirits. You have to test the spirit. You have to test the spirit, because a lot of people are not who they appear to be. It doesn't matter if you've known them a long time. I shouldn't say a lot. I don't know where that came from. But it doesn't matter what title that they have. It doesn't matter what the history was, because people can change overnight. If it doesn't matter who they are. It doesn't matter how close this person is. You have to use your discernment to test that spirit. It doesn't matter who's in front of you, what bodies that is in front of you. You still have to test the spirit, because there are a lot of dark spirits that is running rampant right now. Okay, the energy is shifting. So it's very important for people of light, people that are healing, people that want to do the right thing, okay? People that are on this journey to evolve themselves, their spirit that is tapped in, okay? It's important for you to test the spirit, use your mind's eye, and have discernment when you're talking and speaking to people, because there's a lot of people that, that again are being hijacked by other people. They are possessed. They don't know what, they're hijacked. They still need healing. They still need healing. Okay? You have to have the strength to walk away from any person, anybody that's giving you a low frequency, a low vibration. Okay? If you're trying to evolve and you're trying to go forward and be whole, okay? You have to have the strength, the courage to walk away, to separate yourself from people, because it's people. Okay? You have to be bold. You have to be bold and know when to walk away. You have to be bold and live with purpose. Because if you're living with purpose, you're doing the right thing, you're moving in the right thing, you're doing the healing, right? You can see and you can test people's spirit. You can recognize the spirit much easier than before if you're doing the work. Be slow to speak. I keep getting reminded to be slow to speak to certain entities, to certain bodies, so you can know who you're really talking to. Because there's a lot of, and it's, I keep getting, there's one Like, there's ways that you can tell, okay, that this person who you're speaking to is not who they really appear to be, okay? These are people that wear masks. They are uncomfortable in their own skin. They lie. They lie. They're comfortable in lies. They are a habitual liar. This is someone who is not comfortable in their own skin. They pick up certain habits from here, from not habits, but they pick up certain characteristics from other people, and they try to put it all together to make it their own. These are people that their identity has been lost. Their identity is been gone for a while. They don't know who they are. It's the spirit. It's the entity, the hijacked entity that is trying to portray themselves in the world to be that body, and they use material things to attract people to them, to validate that person, to validate who they are, to validate them as a human being, to validate them in society. Okay? People that know themselves don't need material things, or just don't need any validation from anybody. Okay? Their validation comes from God. They know who they are. They're confident in who they are. They walk in purpose. They walk in their power. They know who they are. They are their authentic selves. Okay? You have to look at the patterns, okay? You have to pay attention to the patterns in your life with other people, with other spirits, the things that they say. The things that they say will give them up. The things that they say will let you know what spirit that you're talking to. That's what gives them up. That is a clear sign. That is one of the major ways to hear who you're speaking to, what spirit that is. Because it can be a spirit that, that is trying to get in contact with you. You have to, I'm keep again reminded of the movie, the end part of The Matrix. In the end, when Neo speaks, like, even with the agent, I don't know his name, I can't think of his name, but the agent, even when he hijacked other people, Neo knew who he was by his words, by what he said. He knew it didn't matter what Smith, that was his name, Smith. It didn't matter what body he hijacked to. Neo discerned who he was talking to. He could discern that it was an agent just by his words. You have to test the spirit. Be slow to speak, because you don't know who you really encountering, who you really talking to. These spirits come towards you because they're trying to get information. They're trying to get attached to you. They're trying to know your business. They're trying to know what you're doing. They're trying to get information. They're trying to get close to you. The whole freaking series, I believe, he was battling this agent, Smith. He wanted something from him. He wanted something from him. Life is not a game. We're not just encountering people for no reason. Coincidences don't happen for no reason. You have to raise your awareness in the spirit. In the spirit. Raise your awareness to the people around you, to who you're opening your spirit to who you are encountering with on an everyday basis. Because your mama it could have been your mama one day, woke up and there's a whole nother spirit the next day. You need to discern. You need to use your mind's eye, your discernment, your wisdom, your intuition. You need to pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention to the patterns. Pay attention to what people are saying. Why is people asking you certain questions? Why is people prying into information? You need to seek clarity. You need to understand who is who. Heal. Heal. Okay? I love you guys. Stay blessed.